part 2 of Make My All Lace Wig into a fitted type of wig that I can wear to the gym, because I'm trying to be resourceful and use a wig that I not only still love and enjoy the color, but that I don't have to buy one of those sports wigs for the same price that I would buy a regular wig for, because it's just gonna get all sweaty. Anyways, okay, so if you haven't seen part 1, I will link it in the description so we don't have to rehash all of that. But here's where I'm at. I got some really good suggestions from those of you. Thank you so much. And what I'm going to try is I put on my wig grip that I showed you. It's just the band that goes under here. I'll show you again here in a second. But I can't show it to you right now because what I did after that was I very carefully pinned the wig down. You see that pin there? I pinned it to the wig grip. So I kind of held it tight how I would want to wear it when I put it on with the wig grip. So I held it tight and then pinned all along the perimeter. You can see another one there, and then another one down here. And I am going to now very carefully try and take this off without getting any of the pins to come out. And then I'm just going to sew it on. We'll see how that works out. I'm so lazy. I just love my sewing machine, but I think I might have to hand sew this because I just am imagining the hair is going to get stuck in there. Anyhow, I will obviously update that, but then my next thought on this is that after I sew it, either hand-tied or with my sewing machine, then I just left the back open. And I'm going to put some clips there that I can clip to my nape of my neck to keep that down instead of sewing it all around. Holding it tight and sewing it to the wig grip I think will work to keep it taut here, and then the back I can just clip in. It doesn't have to be tight all the way around. We'll see how it goes. This is what I was talking about. I just slipped it off of my head, but you can see that wig grip in there and that I've pinned it all the way around. And now I'm going to sew it into the gap. All right, I want to show you where we're at right now because I'm trying to do better at showing all these steps instead of trying to explain them later. So, and I do want to also mention that when I put this wig grip on my head, I made sure that I put it so that this one is one that doesn't have like a little icon or anything to show you where to wear it, what side of your head to wear it. So I made sure that I put it on and tested it to make sure that it was the way that the velvet is, the way this material is it works best if you have it on your head just right. So if you have it kind of backwards, that might not be as grippable. So just make sure, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you put your wig grip on, if you're going to try this at home and recreate this, make sure that you put your wig grip on your head first and test that it is the tightest fit before you do anything else. God forbid you put your wig grip on backwards and then you have to redo this whole thing because it doesn't stay in place. That's the point of using this, is to hope that this will adhere to my head. What I did after that was I pinned it, I showed you that, and then I did use my sewing machine because I hate to hand tie and do things, make them longer than what they need to be. So I used this setting because I don't know my sewing terminology very well. I'm just gonna show you the setting that I used. I used this one. I'll zoom in on that. All right, I just finished going back through and putting the little knots in everywhere. That's the inside view. And I'm gonna go back through and I'm gonna remove that long thread and trim up the little extras, and then we'll see where we're at. Before I went any further, I wanted to go ahead and put it on and try it on now that it's been connected to the wig grip, just to see how it's working, if I need to change anything up, modify. First of all, because it's on the wig grip, I do feel like it's securely on my head. It's not gonna fall off, or if I'm dancing, like really getting into it. It's not going anywhere. It's still flapping. Still flapping, and that's probably because just the nature of the beast with lace. It is a delicate material. It's not sturdy or keeping its shape. And I think the reason that the lace fronts on the eye wig and the Jewish style wigs work so well is because the lace parting is literally like that big, and it's taut when it's put on there. This has already been, even though I tried to, you know, put it on here taut, I am not an expert sewer. Maybe somebody else might have some better luck with that piece. For me, I do like what I did. I love it. This is a grab and go with a headband now. I could put a headband over this front part and it would be fine. I would understand that this would stay on my head. I could work it out. It wouldn't be going anywhere, lifting anywhere. And I don't have to use tape or anything either. That is another alternative though. I could go ahead and use the tape, and that's still a pretty quick method. It's a lot faster than the glue. I am definitely converted into a tape fan. So if I really did want to wear this up and not wear a headband, all I would have to do is put some tape on that little part right there, plop it down, and the cleanup is literally just that fast as well. You just pull it off. It comes, because it's tape, instead of glue, instead of having to rinse off that residue, it just lifts up in its form. All in all, I'm happy. The only part that I need to do now is the back. And I think what I'm going to do is, since I have a wig grip on, I'm going to put a comb on the back, and then I can use that comb to tuck up underneath the wig grip. Or alternatively, if I had long hair again of my own, I could put a ponytail or something like that right there at the nape of my neck and tuck or put that comb into my ponytail. Or I could use a clip and clip it into my hair. But since I'm wearing a wig grip with this, just that's how I constructed this, I am going to use a comb, and I'm going to tuck that comb into the wig grip. If I do find that it's lifting the wig grip off though, I will figure out something else. So if that changes, I will update and obviously let everybody know. But for now, I'm going to continue on. I'm happy with this. I am going to put her in a ponytail and put the clip on, and then I'll be right back with the headband on and the finished product, just to show you how it looks and what we can do now. All in all, I think this is a win. Here's the comb that I just sewed onto the nape. Put it right there where those adjustable straps are. And the thought is that when I put it on, I'm just gonna tuck it right underneath that wig strap to keep it in place. Here's the finished result. I mean, one of the finished results, obviously the different ways that we could wear these wigs, but I overall would rate this a like 8 out of 10 in being successful with what I was hoping to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid wearing a headband with it unless I want to use tape to get that front part to stay down, but it is grab and go, so I did hit that fulfillment. And this is not me at all. I'm not blending. This is the wig. So I'll do a 360 real quick with the ponytail up so you can see. No. So I just pulled it back in a ponytail, tried to get that headband somewhere where it was making sure that any of those flapping pieces would stay down, and then to further kind of camouflage them. And this is what I normally look like when I work out, just hairs everywhere, when I did have hair everywhere. So I pulled out some of the wig to kind of cover any of that lace that would still be flapping out, as well as on the front. So swooped it in there just to kind of make it look like that messy hair kind of thing. And it's still breathable. It is a all lace wig, so this is gonna be super comfortable. I don't know if I even mentioned it before or not, but in that loose wig that I had, I went for a run in it and I thought I was gonna die. Not just because I was out of shape, but because it was so heavy. That was the thickest wig. It was so heavy and I overheated. It was really hot that day anyways. I just literally jumped in the pool. I know I did a video on that, but this is going to be a really good option to working out and still having your hair and still feeling confident and comfortable in who you are and what you wear every day. And it works. It's grab and go. Doesn't need a lot of maintenance because you're probably already talking yourself, if you're like me, already talking yourself into getting out into working out anyhow. So hair should be the last thing to worry about, or you know, inhibit you from getting your workout on, just well on. I will probably play around with that other lace wig that I have. I forgot I still have that one that I was gonna color, but I got out of lace wigs. I realized that I liked the Jewish style by that point, so I still have that wig upstairs somewhere, I suppose, and I could make that into another workout wig as well. Might try a different method. So I did post some of this, well, I posted the first video on some of the Facebook groups and asked for some advice. I'm gonna go back over there and see what other types of advice that some of you might have had, and maybe we will do a part 2, well, a different take on creating a do-it-yourself sports wig with another method next.